So in the last few months my 28F friend, 27F, has gone through a lot of change. She broke up with her longtime boyfriend and her childhood cat had to be put down after a traumatic case of paralysis. I was there to help her through it, and as mean as this sounds, I was getting very emotionally drained from constantly supporting her. I love her, but it was very mentally taxing. 3 weeks ago she told she was wanting to meet up with a guy. The guy in question was a 20M, who lived 8 hours away. She met him through PlayStation chat. They have been talking for at least 6 months. When they first started talking they both still in relationships. She assured me they were just friends and only started talking romantically after they had both broken up. I never liked him. She said that he would prioritize talking to her over his then girlfriend, didn't have a job and just stayed home all day playing PlayStation. I told her I thought it was a terrible idea. She said she planned for him to come to her house and stay for the weekend. I suggested they meet halfway as he lives 8 hours away and she said no, this was 3 weeks ago. He never left. She made up stories about him missing the bus and he was going to leave the next day. She got upset and admitted she had been hiding things from me because she knew I wouldn't approve and it was all too quick. I met him last night and it went as terribly as I expected. Yes, I only met him last night as I didn't even want to meet him at all. He is Indian and doesn't speak English very well. He didn't engage with me at all and just sat on his phone watching TikTok. Her and I were catching up and I mentioned a recent dating fail and how I was ghosted. He perked up and laughed. He said that he would do that to my friend when they started talking. Treat em mean, keep em keen. He said it was fun to manipulate her because he knew she would be desperate enough to come back to him. I got up and left as I wouldn't have been able to hold back. She confronted me today and we had a huge fight. I told her my concerns, that it's a dangerous situation she has gotten herself into. She laughed and said that I'm overreacting, that it sounds bad when he says things like that, but it's just a joke. She told me that she's enjoying it while it lasts because he will probably be deported soon as his visa is about to expire. She said that they were thinking of getting married so he could stay in the country. After that I called her mom, who knew nothing about this. My friend usually talks to her mom every day and always speaks highly of the advice she gives her. So I called her as I was concerned because I assumed she knew about this, but she didn't, and it didn't end well. My friend has now left me dozens of messages and phone calls cursing me out Ida for calling her mom because she plans to marry a man who is just using and manipulating her. Edit. Someone called me racist for saying he doesn't speak English well. The context is he is not from this country, he is here on a visa. She is taking pity on him and invited him to stay with her. Their communication is limited as she doesn't speak his language and his English is limited. They have translated conversations through Google Translate. When I pointed out the ghosting she tried to make excuses of that's how he talks. You don't understand the communication barrier, which was just her trying to make excuses for his bad behavior.